chaotic, and it has changed my life. I'm a fan of his ever since. I love this collection. Thousands most legendary supermodels and more. The four queens of the runway. Fashion, New York Fashion Week is right around the corner. Librarian tonight, and that's because I came to read a bitch. Jaja's Atelier, bitch. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Jaja's Atelier. It's yours truly. Listen, y'all, it's been a hell of a week. Work been walking me like a dog. I've been doing stuff to the house, but I have been watching Family Matters all fucking week. I cannot get enough of Carl and Steve and all of their excursions and Laura telling him leave me the fuck alone, so she was blue in the face. But for real, when's the last time we seen a black man beg for the love of a black woman on TV like Steve did Laura? Food for thought. Anyway, I want to send a huge congratulations to Mother, the iconic Grammy-winning, Emmy Award-winning T.S. Madison. If you watch her show, Maddie in the Morning / Fag Talk, then you'll know that she recently bought a new home. Well, the home that she was previously living in, she is turning it into a starter home for black trans women making their way out of sex work, providing shelter and as well as opportunities. She's doing it in partnership with another beautiful trans woman, Miss Dominique Morgan. So I can't wait to see how that turns out. I think she's just, y'all know she's my everything. I love me some T.S. Madison, hence why I got my titties out today. And I just think this is just great. She, as much as she fuss and cuss and do all that, it's love behind those reads, I'm trying to tell y'all. Anyway, it is also, I didn't even know that this existed, it's also Black Music Month. So I want to start off with that as well. Listen, now, Chris Brown has found himself in some hot water, but it's been years since anything has happened. And the incident in 2009 was forgiven many times over by Rihanna. And I think, look at him. He's a freak of nature. Do you see this? None of the male R&B singers are doing it like Chris Brown. I am so sorry. Listen, Rihanna has forgiven him. Y'all are the ones that's still harping on it. Rihanna, I just seen them somewhere, and they was looking at each other and dapping each other up. It's no beef. I think they were young when it happened, and things happen when you're young, and he's made several mistakes since then. But listen, there's no denying his talent. Also, I want to send another huge shout out to my girl, Tina Snow, aka Meg Thee Stallion. She is currently on her Hot Girl Summer Tour, which is selling out, contrary to the haters online. She's doing it, headlining it with Glorilla. I also saw her with Flo Milli. There's a video of all the girls here. And I don't know if you guys remember that Jay-Z video. Do you remember that Jay-Z video with Maya? Lips keep telling me yes. Well, you Best of Me, and it was like backstage, behind the scenes visuals and stuff. That's what this video reminded me of. And there are some female hip-hop stars that can get along, Nicki Minaj. Ooh, the Barbs is gonna get me. I'm just playing, girl. No, but for real though. It is good to see the girls, all the girls on one stage. Well, let me not say that, because Nicki Minaj did have Bia and JT out with her for one of her shows. So, you know, listen. Anyway. So, speaking of musical icons, honey, Rihanna. Yes, I have the fan blowing. It's hot in here. Listen, okay? I'm a diva on a budget, okay? Rihanna is expanding her Fenty empire. Let me tell you something. She is a media genius. She knows how to push a product. She gets everybody selling. So the queen is delivering hair care products with a new Fenty hairline. I'm excited about it. I don't normally jump on. Listen, underneath this wig, it is a mini 4C fro, which I love. I might rock it one day. I don't know. But so I'm not really particular. I have my shampoo and conditioner and my hair treatments that I like for my hair that grows out of my scalp and not this lace. But I mean, I'd be willing to give it a try because I'm gonna tell you something. I guarantee you it's affordable. Not only is it affordable, I mean, just take a look at the ad campaign. She has white people, she has black people, she has gay people. Honey, it's the diversity. It's something for everybody in every one of her products. Hence why she's the billionaireess, honey. She's got the 2 kids. She's got ASAP Rocky. I'm not too sure what he's doing right now. Maybe he's got some music coming.
I thought he got into some legal trouble or something.
Well, I like Rihanna and ASAP Rocky now. You know, sometimes the nigga got to do what a nigga got to do, but he's not in jail, so we don't know what happened with that.
True.
And they're happy. Back to this hairline. I'm not used to have somebody sitting here while I'm doing it. This is great. But anyway, back to the Fenty hairline. A lot of people online were comparing it. Oh, she's trying to be like Beyonce. Listen, Rihanna has probably had this in the works for years. Now, she also added to the rollout a sit-down, podcast type of a thing with her longtime hairstylist. I can't remember his name, but I just saw him on something else. He's a very accomplished hairstylist. He's been doing her hair for years, and they went over, her past hairstyles and, how they, achieved them and all of that. So, listen, Rihanna is personable. She's beautiful. She don't give a fuck what comes out her mouth most of the time. She's a fashion icon, and all the girls love. I mean, listen, Rihanna knows how to sell a product. She gives you just enough, but not too much. Beyonce, I love you, girl, but take notes. You've been doing a good job, but you fading away again. You fading away again. And a lot of people are comparing the two, and I'm like, well, it's really no comparison. Rihanna has never started a business that's not still here. And that's not hate or shade. That's true tea.
No, that is
true. Beyonce had House of Darion, Ivy Park. Beyonce has the ability, but sometimes you're set in your ways, and I do understand why Beyonce is so private. I do. I really do. But I don't know, but Rihanna, you're definitely going to sell out with this hair care line, even if it's trash, which I know it's not. Honey, you could sell potatoes in a crystal bag and everybody would buy them. Anyway, more about Rihanna. Rihanna is gracing the cover, the latest cover. They're calling it the 6.5 issue of Perfect magazine. When I saw these images, honey, my jaw dropped. She is photographed by Rafael Pavarotti. She is also, when I saw the cover, this cover right here, I was like, oh my God, the hair is crazy, the blunt is in the mouth, the eyebrows are thin, and then I saw this cover over here, and I immediately knew the reference was Divine, the legendary drag queen Divine. And I have a picture of Miss Divine up here. Huge LGBTQ plus trailblazer. But upon going through Instagram, I found out that this hairstyle is an ode to Princess. Hold on, let me make sure I get it right. I hit the reefer before I got on here, so y'all be patient. And so did you, motherfucker. Okay, the first picture with this crazy hairdo is an ode to Princess Gloria Von Thurn Taxis. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And she was a fiery socialite. She was a princess of Bavaria, I think. Just a explosive socialite. I read a old article on Vanity Fair about her, thanks to Johnny Valencia from Pachuga Vintage. Because if you ever seen his page, he will send you down a rabbit hole, honey. And I thoroughly enjoyed. So I definitely hit that link and read and how she was. And it really is like Rihanna could be the modern day Princess Gloria. If you really want to break it down, she is the ultimate socialite business tycoon. If she was back in those days, Gloria used to run with Jerry Hall, Mick Jagger, that whole Studio 54 era and time, and she would definitely be in that. She would definitely be in that friend group, most definitely. So I absolutely love these pictures. She was styled by her longtime stylist. I always call him Jaja because his Instagram name is Il Jaja, but his real name, Jaleel Weaver, who has, done, the looks go on and on and on and on with Rihanna. So huge congratulations to you, Rihanna. We love you, girl. We love the kids, and we love that you're so personable, and somewhat open. And, sky's the limit for her. Next story. Now, everybody's been talking. Chanel this, Chanel that. Virginie can't do this, Virginie can't do that. Well, y'all finally got what y'all asked for. Virginie Viard is exiting the house of Chanel as creative director after over 30 years. I can't say that I'm mad at it. We talked about it before. There were rumors, but I think everybody could talk about it with a little bit more tact and a little bit more grace. When the last creative director, Pia Paolo Pacioli, just left Valentino, there was nothing brought up about his mistakes, and he's made some mistakes. There was nothing brought up about his mistakes. It's always when it's the woman. I saw an Instagram post, a reel, and a guy was talking about it, making these same sentiments, and I really thought about it. But I had said in the last episode, it's not that she's not talented. It's not that she can't design clothes. Maybe she feels stifled. Maybe she's really scared to really go beyond what Karl Lagerfeld had her doing. Karl Lagerfeld described her as his right and left hand. Maybe she feels an obligation. Maybe she needs to go to another fashion house and really experiment and find her way. But why does it have to be so nasty? Listen, contrary to popular belief, as ugly as the clothes were, no offense, Virginie, but girl, they were awful. They weren't my taste. I love you though, girl. You're talented, but they weren't my thing. She was raking in the dough for Chanel at record numbers. I just read the article on BOF. That's Business of Fashion, if you didn't know. So somebody's buying it. I just think when it comes to artistry, we don't have to be so nasty about it. Like, it's okay to be a little fun and shady sometimes, but it doesn't have to be like down. Oh, I'm so glad she's not. Oh God, she was dreadful. No, her talent isn't dreadful. Those clothes were dreadful. And it's okay. It's art. Do I think any of her stuff is going to be in the Met Museum 20 years from now? Not particularly, but what the fuck do I know? Art is preference. That's it. If you don't like it, say something a little funny about it, say something a little shady about it, but don't take it to the extra mile. And again, this is a woman. And let's be clear, Alessandro Michele's clothes wasn't all that either, but y'all was raving about that Gucci stuff, that grandma glamour that Andre Michele was doing over there at Gucci. And it was cool for the people who liked it, but it wasn't all of that like y'all tried to make it seem like it was. Now. Okay. So, you know what? I'm wishing you the best, Virginie Viard. I think you are a huge talent, and what a force of a woman you are to hold down one of, if not the most iconic fashion house in Paris, which is Chanel. And let us not forget that Chanel was started with one woman, Coco Chanel. So let's put a little respect on this woman's name. Her longevity in fashion speaks for itself. She doesn't have to say shit else or explain shit else to you bitches. And that's all I have to say about that. Now, okay. So, I was doing my Sunday self-care this morning, smoking my reefer, drinking my coffee out of my favorite mug, watching a little Kardashian reruns on Hulu, and I came across this clip from an interview, which, by the way, conveniently is 4 months old. It was from the Touré show, and it was featuring trans activist and author Raquel, what is her last name? Raquel Willis. Take a look.
I hate the burden of having to talk about my transness on the first or even the second date.
Wow. You would let me take you out twice.
Well, this is
not
ideal.
Say, right, and not say, just so you know.
If we met out and about, yeah, I'm more likely to hold off longer. Now, online, if I'm like on an app or something, I put it in my profiles. Like, I don't play that game.
No, but if I met you at a bar, restaurant, whatever, Raquel's so beautiful, can I take you out? Sure.
It varies, but I'm not going to be like, can you take me out? Sure. Oh, by the way, I'm trans. Like, I might do that, but I don't feel obligated to do that all the time.
It's interesting that you say you don't feel obligated.
Okay, so I found this clip on Hollywood Unlocked, and I found it very disgusting, and I found it very, what's the word? Another word for like false advertising. It was taken way out of context. And Jason Lee, listen, you built an empire on what you do, and you have a lot of money, you have a lot of fame, you have a lot of success. Because I know anytime somebody calls when somebody calls one of y'all to the carpet on some bullshit that y'all do, I got money. We know you got money, honey. You got all the money. You got Birkin bags, Rolexes, Ferraris, spinning deep with the suicide door, all that. We know. You tell us every time you get on that. We know.
Flashy.
And it's all right. But that does not excuse you posting this. And then I really had to search. I went to Touré's page. That clip is not on his Instagram as far as I could see anywhere. Not only that, the interview is 4 months old. I had to research it and go on YouTube and go on Google and find it. I couldn't even find it. Ooh, this hair is getting in my mouth. I couldn't even find it just going to his YouTube. Not only that, how come that's the thing you decided to record a clip of? Because to me, if Touré don't have it on his page and it's not on his YouTube Instagram's page, how did you get it to post it? Why was that the piece that you wanted to post on your huge African American owned platform? Why was it only that piece that you chose to post of a 4-month-old interview? Now, let's be clear. The news has been slow these last couple of weeks. There's been a few things that have popped off, but the news has been rather slow. So is this just something to just get the views in? Like, I'm really wondering, like, why? When anybody that watched that whole interview, that clip, it's not a clip you can post without follow-up context, and you know that. And as a man, a gay man, I would think you would know better. And I would think you wouldn't even want to put trans women in danger like that. Because that's all it takes for a black man or any man to see, for him to be like, the next motherfucking tranny faggot to try to talk to me, I'm going to bust a bottle over their head. Or I'm going to shoot them in the air. You know how this shit go. Why would you do that? And during Pride Month? I went and I watched the whole interview, all 1 hour and 37 minutes. I watched the whole interview and I thought it was riveting. Raquel Willis, not only is she a well-known activist who sits in seats next to India Moore, Dominique Jackson, Angelica Ross, T.S. Madison, she's well-known like some of those girls. If you watch the whole interview, you will realize what she was basically saying is, ideally, she would like for it to go down like that. She did say that also her form of dating doesn't lead to sex right away. And unless she's having sex with a man, she doesn't feel the need to tell him. Because at that point, in her words of them dating, it's just going out for drinks and getting to know each other. Let me put it to you this way. And please, people who have HIV and AIDS, do not take offense to this, because I feel the same way for you all as well. If a person has HIV or AIDS, and a man comes up to that woman and says, hey, ma, I want to take you out, shorty. Let me take you out to get a drink, boo. Is her response to be, okay, but just to let you know, I have AIDS. Am I dumb? When I go to the bank, do I need to tell the bitch that's giving me my money, hey, you could just put the money on the counter because I'm a tranny? She also said in the interview that people make more of a deal about being upfront about being trans, but not as upfront about a man pursuing a woman while he has a wife at home. A man pursuing a woman and not relaying the information to the woman that he has children. Not telling a woman on the first date that he is on parole for throwing a motherfucker in a hole and fattening them up and making a coat out of their skin and wearing it like last year's Versace. Which is something that I've been saying for years. You know, and then the comments. Ooh, this hair. Hold on, y'all. I know y'all see my little leave out. It's all right. It's hot. The comments were so hateful. See, that's why they get shot. That's why they get... Let me tell you something. So, if tricking... Let me break it. I'm really about to fuck it up right now. If tricking should lead to your death, it's a whole lot of motherfuckers out here that don't need to be walking and breathing. Especially some of you men. Y'all men be laying down with women and got a venereal disease and you know it and you don't disclose that. Y'all men be having wives at home and be going out here and having sex with these women. Don't even bother to wash your ass when you get home. And you don't be telling them that. She did make it very clear that she does wait. Now, one thing that she did say, now I have to play devil's advocate. He did ask her, now what if the man wants to kiss you or something on the first date? And she did say, well, I still feel like I don't have to tell him. My attitude to that is, my personal standpoint on it is, I'm going to tell a motherfucker from the gate. When I'm on dating apps, the guy messages me, because some of them act like they can't read. You know, me and you just talked about a situation I had. Should we talk about that situation since I got somebody to bounce off of today? So, let me put this down for a second. Let's talk about it. So, I'm a trans woman. I'm dating. Trying to, anyway. And, I was on POF. I'm on POF as a trans woman. Any dating site that I'm on, it specifically says trans woman. So the guy messages me and he's like, hey, you know, what's up? You know, I would love to meet or whatever, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, just to let you know, I am a trans woman. If that is not your thing, please feel free to delete me. Thanks. So he was like, oh, well, you know, I'm just looking for somebody to date casually. You know, I'm just trying to go out for drinks tonight or whatever. I was like, okay, well, text me. Because in my mind, you're responding to the message that I just sent you. Right? So then, me being, listen, every now and then, a girl just likes a little bit of male company. You girls know how it is. You sit, the natural born girls and the trans girls. Sometimes I've been single for, how long have I been single? Like over almost 2 years now. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. So, immediately when he texted me, let me see them cakes. Let me see that ass. I'm like, So then he goes, what are you, a tranny or something? I say, yeah, you knew that already. No, I didn't. So I sent him the screenshot. Did I not? I sent him the screenshot. The second message in that whole conversation was, hey, bitch, I'm a tranny. This nigga, what he say? I didn't read it. In the interview, and I say all that to say, in the interview, she also says, it doesn't matter when you tell these motherfuckers. Whether you tell them from the beginning or you wait a little while, you can still get cracked. There are men out there who will link up with a trans woman and act like it's all good, and then when he sees her, knowing she's a trans woman. I've seen the reports on the news about trans women, and then all of a sudden he says he doesn't know, but the texts clearly show that you knew that she was a trans woman. And they will go meet that woman, that trans woman, and sometimes they'll do it just to beat her up and record it for shits and giggles. So when is the right time to tell a man that you're a trans woman when he's pursuing you? Because 9 times out of 10, us trans girls, I have never approached a man. Ever. Now this motherfucker sitting right here to know me since I was 15 when I was a boy. And even then, do I ever?
And I was a girl. No, you don't.
Right.
You don't.
I have never. I don't even talk to men. It's that serious out here. So why would you post that? Why? When there were so many other things from that interview that you could have posted, especially during Pride Month. She said, listen, because of who and what she is, life is a risk every day. And why should she have to tell a man her personal business on the first date? What if she decides that she don't even want to fuck with the man? Oh, but wait. Y'all don't even think of us as human enough to understand that most of the time, we get picky too. There's this running narrative that trans women are desperate. We gotta trick men. We ain't gotta trick these motherfuckers. I say it all the time. 9 times out of 10, they know before we walk across the room. And not in like Miss Netta kind of way. Like, sorry, Miss Netta, but you know what it is. It's just like they have been obsessed with trans women so much they know what to look for. Because there's some stuff that just some people, I've gone out and Adrian, you've been with me and I haven't gotten clocked. But to be that one man in the corner looking extra hard, yeah, that's a man. Well, how did you know? And I'm standing 10 feet away. Jason Lee, you got to do better. Come on. That was whack. That clip isn't even, I don't even think, and for those of you who don't know who Touré is a legendary African-American writer and activist, right?
Yeah.
I believe he used to work with, well, I don't.
He was VJ, right?
Who was VJ?
Not a DJ, but a VJ.
Yes, he
On
was.
MTV.
He was on MTV. I don't even think he would post that as a clip because Touré is that socially conscious. We grew up on Touré.
Yeah.
BET, MTV. I think he used to work with Diddy too, right? A little bit. You knew Diddy, something about Diddy.
I
Well,
don't know if he worked with Diddy, but
well,
he did,
we won't even mention that then never mind. We're not trying to dampen his light, but I do remember him, whatever. But yeah, I don't even think he wouldn't even make that post.
Like, Kurt Loder.
Right.
And what was her name? The black one. Something Brown.
Rosonda. I can't remember her name.
No, Julie Brown. I think it was.
Was it Julie? With the wavy long hair, kind of like this wig?
Yeah, I think she was in like Playboy too.
I can't remember her name, but y'all know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna find the picture online and I'm gonna post who I'm talking about. You've already seen Teray, but no, Ananda Lewis. That's her name.
Yes,
Ananda Lewis. That's her name. She always used to wear her hair like this. But yeah, he came up with those people, and those were real journalists. So he wouldn't have even posted that bullshit. And it's always black media. I don't give a fuck if you don't like it that I'm calling it out. It's always black media. The right-wing conservative red bellies come with the conservative lies and trash about us, and then here come the blacks following it up with the sensationalism, and it's like a double fucking whammy on the whole fucking community. Stop doing it. Because contrary to popular belief, Jason Lee, and I feel like that's the reason why he does it, because he's trying to assimilate with heterosexuals. That's really why he does it. Because if he spoke out like the rest of everybody speaks out, there might not be a Hollywood Unlocked. I mean, there'll be a Hollywood Unlocked, but it wouldn't be what it is now, I don't think. You got people like Safari, Blueface, Whack 100, Little Boosie. Oh, God. Throw me in the grave now. You know, I heard an article that somebody stole his insulin off his tour bus. Well, I guess he's too sweet. It might be all that dick. Bitch. No. See, you break the ratchet out of me. These are the people that he's around. So of course you have when you're around the straights, you got to do what the straights want you to do. It's really like, now your platform is so big, you don't even have to fuck with them if you don't want to. At this point, you're choosing to do it. Anyway, I didn't ramble, did I? No. Okay. I just don't like that type of stuff. I really don't. I don't like it. I don't think it's right. And you know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, and my 2 cents is like, being part of the LGBTQIA plus community, that's just not cool. That's not cool at all. Having a platform that you do, the amount of people that you reach.
And you a fag!
Yes.
That's the big thing. You're a fag! You are a queen. And I can even see the difference. Like, sometimes I'll catch clips from his interviews, and I can see, like, he's even like, yeah, so, yeah, the voice gets a little bit deeper. You know, he's not like, and yeah, girl. I mean, he doesn't really do that anyway, but, he definitely becomes more masculine. He definitely assimilates.
Is he a top or bottom?
Girl, a bottom. Girl, a bottom.
Doing the shit for clout.
Girl, a bottom.
Yeah. Doing way too much. That's what the fuck he doing.
Anyway. But Jason Lee, best wishes. We wish you well in your future endeavors. So, there is a clip that's going viral all over the internet of Dr. Phil. If you're not familiar with Dr. Phil, who was founded by a black woman, Oprah Winfrey, who jump-started his whole career.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yes, honey.
Wow.
Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz, Iyanla. Oh yes.
Oh, I knew Ayala.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Dr. Oz as well. Dr. Phil used to come in and sit the same way Iyanla used to come and sit as a guest person, and then she ended up getting him his own show.
Oh, Oprah.
Yes, on her
Oh,
show,
wow.
I believe. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, I think so. Well, he has taken time out of his white privilege to call on President Biden to dismiss. Again, to dismiss all hush money charges brought up in his most recent trial and conviction. Take a look.
And this is a call to action to save our collective soul and sanity. This is also a call to redemption, healing, and forgiveness that leads to peace among us all, which is the most important gift we can share in our dangerous world. The current administration could and should do the right thing. Dismiss now, even now, post-conviction of a political opponent, all such lawfare, and pledge to return to the normal
Dr.
functioning
Phil,
of a government rightly run.
how many times
God
have we
bless you all, and
watched
God
you
bless
sit up on
these
that
United
goddamn
States.
show? And you sit on your soapbox in that chair with that bald, greasy head and that thick mustache and those childbearing hips. You have to take accountability. Accountability is the way. And now you want Joe Biden to pardon a known rapist. I'll say allegedly just in case. An alleged rapist. A thief. An embezzler. A riot starter. Like, the list could go on. And you know his rhetoric. You know his rhetoric. I think if you feel that way, then you should give every motherfucking dime you ever made right on back to Oprah. If you really feel that way, give all the money you made back to Oprah. Because she's a black woman. Project 25, have you heard of it? Give back the show. Give back the radio spots. Give back everything. And you stand with your savior. And you sat there ever so calm and quaint, like you was drinking a cup of tea with Princess Diana. Oh, everyone deserves a chance. Remove justice from politics. What? What are you talking about? Are you sick?
Yeah, they all are.
Did you get a hold of a bad batch of coon and fried it up and eated it and it was bad? Eated it. What? Not Mr. Accountability. This screams white boy social club. Let me look out for my white brother.
Yeah.
And to say that on a platform that was given to you by a black woman. Again, to say that on a platform that was given to you by a black woman. Give it all back then and go to Trump's house. Take your wife with her split ends and go on to Trump's house. Now, Robin didn't have to catch that straight. I'm sorry, girl.
Nah, she know what she doing.
Are you kidding? I saw this and I started laughing. I thought it was a Saturday Night Live spoof. Saturday Night Live spoof. How many criminals has he had on his show and been, listen, son?
People that's, teenagers.
Yes. Wasn't Catch Me Outside, got my that. Wasn't she on his show?
She was.
But you want the twice impeached, money laundering, philandering ex-president of this country to be removed, be pardoned. And why the hell are you talking about politics anyway on that show? I didn't even know the show still came the fuck on, to be honest with you. Anyway, Dr. Phil, fuck you. I have no patience today. Fuck you. Fuck you and that thick ass broom bristle mustache and those wide ass Shabber and hips. Fuck you. We've been watching you for years. You done read black folks up and fucking down, telling them to hold themselves accountable in them little family circles. You've been telling them white trash people, that them ho billies, to hold themselves accountable and all this accountability. But we need to pardon Trump. Are you sick? I will never watch his show again. Ever. All right, so I have a little bit of salacious tea for you now. J-Lo girl. J-Lo girl. I love you, girl. But while you busy waiting for tonight, I'm waiting for y'all to just throw the divorce papers on Instagram. I feel so bad for her, though. Why she can't keep a man? Or why can't a man keep her?
She can't keep a man.
Why? She's so pretty.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Quiet as it's kept. They say she's a raging bitch.
She is a alpha female.
Okay. Well, she has to be. She has to be. She wouldn't be where she is. I mean, listen, she was one of these girls on In Living Color.
And I guess a raging bitch from the boogie down Bronx. Not everybody can handle
Well, is she really from
a
the
girl
Bronx?
from the.
Is she really from the Bronx?
Where else would she be?
Is she from the Boogie Down Bronx or just the Bronx?
You know what?
Because you know that girl on TikTok said that
She
that
not
J-Lo.
Jenny from the block. She not the original Jenny from the block.
You know what? I really like J-Lo, though. I know I clown on J-Lo all the time, but I really like
Yeah,
J-Lo.
I seen a video of her walking back to her old neighborhood, and one of the houses looked like the houses in Jersey. Like it
Was that
wasn't-
really her own neighborhood?
I don't know. I mean, allegedly. She was walking in front of it.
Well, I was in front of the YMCA
She was
this
walking
morning.
down the block. Jenny was walking down the block.
I was in front of the YMCA this morning on my way to get some coffee. That don't mean I'm from there. I love you, J-Lo. That bitch can dance, though. I tell you that. So it's being reported that, well, it's actually, I saw the receipts, honey, that J-Lo and Ben are selling their $60 million marital home in Brentwood, California, right there now by Beverly Hills. Now, I have seen several videos of her and Ben, and they don't look the happiest. But looks could be deceiving.
No.
Now,
Dennis never looks happy.
well, you know Ben liked to swim to the bottle of the Cavassier bottle every now and then now.
Well, I thought he was sober. Okay, what about the gambling problem?
I don't know nothing about that.
Allegedly.
I don't know nothing about that.
Allegedly.
Jennifer Garner did say that bitch like to shoot craps every night. I mean, listen. But why did she circle back around with him anyway? It was like,
Because she's damaged. That's why nothing
Oh!
works.
I didn't say that, J-Lo.
Nothing works.
That was Andrew and Giancarlo. That I did not say that.
Nothing works.
Not nothing works.
I
Something
mean,
worked.
she-
He married her again. I feel bad for her. And the kids and everything. But you know what, J-Lo, you still rich and you're still fabulous. And one day you are gonna find your forever. You know what? I think she's gonna end up getting back with Mark Anthony because is he married? I think he's married
I
again.
think he has a girlfriend.
Oh well, she ain't. She.
But he also been kicking it with what's her name from Basketball Wives.
Who from Basketball Wives? Mark Anthony been kicking it with.
I done seen a couple of pictures of her.
Who is her?
Not her, but she been in his backyard at the pool.
Oh, you're talking about Evelyn Lozada?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, bye.
Yeah.
I used to love me some Evelyn Lozada, but she is. Listen, I still like you a little bit, Evelyn, but damn, girl. No, I like Evelyn. No, who's the one that's dating the basketball player, the 21, the one that's the same age as her son? Drea. That's the one
Yeah, no.
But Evelyn a little tired too. She a little tired too, but she still look good.
Well, I thought that she was on that show and had like a fiance or something, but he lived in a different state.
Oh, that's the Queen's Court that they had.
Yeah.
I never watched that
Yeah.
because Tamar was on it.
And see, she and her fiance is estranged.
That man done got his stick with that blanket tied on the end of it with his apples and his washcloth and his shoes and he got hauled ass.
Put it over his shoulder.
That man gone. I saw that clip of Tamar saying something bad about him with Carlos King. That man gone. Just
You have an estranged fiance.
he ain't estranged. Is estranged another word for gone? He gone. He's not estranged.
Estranged is like
Estranged means gone, bitch.
it means gone, but
So gone.
It also means like
Gone.
that you never called it off. That the person
He ain't give her time to. He left in the middle of the night like a garden gnome.
Like people, they ghost you or whatever. That's what it is.
How did we get on Tamar? Anyway.
Because the Queen's Court.
Oh, but how did we get on Queen's Court? Oh, because Evelyn Lozada was jumping off of Mark Anthony's diving board.
Laid out by the pool.
I mean, hey, he was single at the time. Evelyn bad. At least she's age appropriate.
Yeah, she is.
You know, she ain't that much younger than J-Lo, honey. But yeah. J-Lo, I hope this ain't true. Because I've seen pictures of them and sometimes they look really, really happy. But sometimes I see them and he looks miserable.
It's just true.
J-Lo, I didn't say that.
Most of the time you can't.
But that mansion is up for sale on Zillow.
Yeah. Most of the time you can't bring it back around.
Damn. Well, Mark Anthony, not Mark Anthony. What was the other one? The one right before Ben, because I believe Ben had his suit on at their wedding. Because it was that close. The baseball player.
Oh my God. Rodriguez.
Aaron Rodriguez. See what Aaron Rodriguez doing, girl? He looking good these days. Alex Rodriguez, Alan Rodriguez, Apple Rodriguez, whatever the fuck his name is. Go and see what he doing, girl. She can get a man. J-Lo getting a man is not the problem. Maybe they resent her for working so much. Maybe that's what it is.
I'm telling you, she is an alpha female. And a lot of people, for one, she works a lot, but like an alpha female, a lot of people are intimidated.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're probably intimidated by her because Ben hasn't done a movie. When the last time Ben Affleck had a movie out?
It was that Gone Girl, I think that was.
Oh, he had a movie since then. Gone Girl was back when I was in middle school.
Bitch, no, it's not.
Yeah, at least when I was in high school. Hey, Google. What was Ben Affleck's last movie?
Here are some details.
Oh, it don't say. She didn't tell me. Anyway, y'all. J-Lo, I'm wishing you the best, girl, and I'm still waiting for you to send me them concert tickets because I've been boosting your concert sales up. I want them $10 concert tickets. I want to be front row. Me, Adrian, and my sister Shannon, we coming to that show, and we're waiting for tonight. Anyway, y'all, love you. I'll see y'all in a few days. Ciao.